Hello, everybody. Welcome to the May 4th. May the 4th be with you. I have to say that legally, being a white male in America. Um, the May 4th, 2022 edition of PWTorch presents the Daily Newswire. I'm your host, Tyler Sage at Ring of Tyler. Very much appreciate you being here today. Welcome back, Zach Haydorn, to the back into the Torch universe. Took a little vacation and excited to have him back. I'll be joining him tonight on the Dynamite post show, which you can listen to live or in podcast form, um, either right after the show or sometime after the show airs. So look forward to talking to Zach there, and we'll do a fireside this week. So lots of Zach Tyler content coming to you this week. Let's get into the news for today. Freddie Prinze Jr. announced on his Wrestling with Freddie or WWF, you get it, podcast that was actually very good. If you haven't listened to it, a lot of good anecdotes, especially of a certain era of WWE. So a cheap plug for Freddie there, but announced that he has a space and is going to be launching a wrestling promotion that can go a full 3 years before it has to make money. Now we'll see. Uh, I don't know if I'd want to sink 3 years worth of money into something and then have to shut it down, but we'll see. So excited for that. I think it would be a story and character based business, first and foremost, over a wrestling focused product, which I think is needed, especially with like a gap of what Lucha Underground did and things like that. So I think Freddie's super creative and a good person to have in the space. So excited to see what happens there. Tony Khan had a tweet today hyping Dynamite tonight, which we'll get to in a little bit here, but he announced officially that it's the first day that he is the full owner of Ring of Honor. The deal is final per him on Twitter. So excited to see, if there was some reason to not integrate Ring of Honor as hard as possible. This might have been the reason, just make sure the sale goes through. So excited to see what happens, the future of Ring of Honor, if it will be, a weekly show on another platform within the Turner broadcast system, if it's a third show, etc. So just excited to see what happens with that, and good to see that Ring of Honor is in Tony Khan's hands, as opposed to not being in there and then being in limbo. So there is that. AEW, very heavy in the news today. Fight Forever released their video game, announced that they will be on PC and consoles, and there was a little trailer released as well, kind of showing the character creation like screen with Chris Statlander, and then showed some of her entrance and entering action against Nyla Rose. And yeah, I mean, if you've listened to me across the space here talk about this game, I don't think it looks very good, at least graphically. There's not been a ton of gameplay, but it looks like a wrestling game made in 2018, as opposed to something that looks like a polished game. And I enjoy video games, as you probably know, but I treat all games equally, including wrestling games. And it looks okay for a wrestling game. And I'm sure it's all about the systems and the modes and the creativity and the create a wrestler stuff that you can do. But yeah, I don't know. I don't. I don't think it's going to be received well critically by people outside of wrestling. I think people that like AEW will buy it, support it, maybe make it break even or a little profitable. But I don't think it's going to go down as a revolutionary game in wrestling. But we'll see. I hope to be wrong. I enjoy video games. I enjoy wrestling, so I hope it's a great game. So, yeah, and then back to Dynamite, as I discussed earlier, with the Ring of Honor news. It's very fitting that the ROH Women's title will be unified tonight. Mercedes Martinez has the interim title. Deonna Purrazzo has the old title that she won off of Roxy, who was the last champion of Ring of Honor before everything happened with the sale. So yeah, we'll see. Hopefully, that's put in a prominent role, and that'll be a good litmus test for how Ring of Honor is portrayed on Dynamite, on Rampage, and is it treated, you know, like it has been with Samoa Joe being the TV champion, where he kind of comes out with a piece of hardware and that's what it is, or is it more alluded to as something more with more coming? And hey, or here's a news update. It's going to be on whatever. So I don't foresee we're going to get that tonight, but just looking out for how the announce team discusses Ring of Honor, if they do, if Ian Riccaboni will be out there again, if Bobby Cruz, which I assume will do the ring announcing. So something to look out for. Now, news is done, but if you want to stick around, I said on Twitter today, which is at Ring of Tyler, duh, and I got a story about this card right here, which I have here. It is the Hulk Hogan rookie card, essentially. I know he was in AWA before 1985, but this is the legit cardboard card that you got. I've got a couple others. I got Chief J Strongbow. I've got Fabulous Mule, all that stuff. So got that today. Very funny story. It's more of a anecdote for you about life. Um, and my dad was driving around. He saw someone putting some stuff at the end of their driveway because they're moving. A bag full of wrestling cards, lots of 1990 Titan Sports, WWF Classic cards, a lot of the 1991 WCW cards with like the red, yellow, green, and kind of the zebra print, which is very cool. But then a couple of these classic cards, including the Hulk Hogan card here, which is one that will stay in my collection probably for a long time. Obviously, not a huge fan of Hulk Hogan the person, but this card is, it's a slide over card. So very excited there. But basically, this person threw it away. So um, another person's trash is truly someone else's treasure. So just keep your eyes open, and who knows, maybe you'll find, or someone that you know will find something for you that someone else has dispatched. That could be anything in life. So that's just my little philosophy of the day for you. But I appreciate you joining me. And if you want to check out the Dynamite post show tonight or read my report on PWTorch.com, feel free to do so. But until then, I will see you guys later.